What's going on today, everybody? It's Theron. Welcome back to the channel. Today, in this video, we are here to talk to you about the 6 top things not to do when you're in Bend in Central Oregon. And usually we're telling you, do this, check out this, come see that. Well, today we want to give you some tips on when you're here and you're visiting, shouldn't you do? So, top thing, don't miss the beer scene. Even if you're not a big drinker, there's all kinds of alternatives that they offer, and the experience is worth it. So, we're going to talk to you about it. Number 2, don't ignore the outdoor etiquette. You know, in general sense, leave it better than you found it, and make sure you don't leave a trace. And we'll talk more about what that means and kind of all the different examples, but it's important. Number 3, don't forget to check the trail conditions. Summertime, are the trails open? Are the parking lots open? Wintertime, is it accessible? And what's available based on weather? Number 4, don't overlook the local culture. It's not just outdoor activities, even though I sure talk a lot about it. Great food scene, great art scene. You know, there's a whole lot more to offer in Central Oregon than just the outdoor activities. Don't neglect sun protection. That's number 5. Yep, we're up here at altitude in the mountains, 3,500 feet in town. That means we're closer to the sun, and we see a lot of it. So don't forget that sun protection. Number 6 thing you should not do when you're in Central Oregon, don't underestimate the weather. You know, you could wake up in the morning, it's stormy, it's dark, it's cold, and you go out all bundled up. Well, a couple hours later, it could be sunny, 80 degrees, and a gorgeous day. Yeah, that's what we see today. But in the wintertime, it's the opposite. Sometimes it's sunny and gorgeous in the mornings. You get a little tricked. You go out thinking it's going to be an easy day. You don't bundle up. Don't forget that extra layer. It can catch up with you. So that's the top 6 reasons. If you stick around till the end, I got a few more bonus reasons and even a free gift for you. So let's get on with the tour. Let's go talk about all those reasons right now. All right, what did we say the number 1 thing not to do in Bend is? Don't miss the breweries. I'm walking into 10 Barrel Brewery on Galveston on the west side, and I'm going here for the food because the food combined with the drinks that they make and the beers that they have, fantastic. But great culture, a little bit of everything, family friendly, indoors, outdoors. I mean, great place to come. And then when you walk up the block, Brother John's Ale House. I mean, there's so many choices as we walk through Drake Park and head towards downtown Bend. Deschutes Brewery, one of the biggest. We were recently at Crux Fermentation Project, just a fantastic one. But there's so many choices I can't even start to list. There's just a few. But the brewery scene, don't miss it. It's all about the experience. Culture. So next. All right, so the number 2 thing not to do when you're in Central Oregon, because we have this outdoor paradise, this adventure land, but let's not disrespect it. Outdoor etiquette is important, and it comes with a lot of rules when you're out here exploring and kind of, you know, leaving a footprint. So some of the things that we say, leave it better than you found it. Don't leave a trace. Take all your garbage out. Don't affect the natural wildlife. Don't affect the natural fauna and flora. You know, the lakes, the rivers, the greenery, the trees, all the bushes. We want to protect that, and we want to keep that landscape the way it is. The trails are set up the way they are for a reason, so that you stay on the trails and you don't affect the things that are off the trails that we want to be able to see and enjoy. And it's not just you, it's not just me, it's everybody. All of the animals and the things that we want to respect out here in the outdoors. So that etiquette is important. And another big piece of etiquette, don't go by yourself. And if you do, tell somebody where you're going and let them know when you come back. Because the worst thing that we want to have happen is not know where you are. When you're out skiing, we all know if you're a local, don't go out on a powder day by yourself. You get stuck in a tree well, it's the worst thing. You might not be able to get out. But it goes a long ways when we're talking about protect the outdoors, but protect yourself, protect your friends, and practice that excellent etiquette. All right, let's keep talking about Central Oregon not to do's. Hey guys, it's Theron. And as much as I love making these videos, you know what I love more? I love helping people like you. People like you and your friends and your family, people from across the country that are thinking about making the move to Bend and Central Oregon. I'm already talking to people all over the country. And whether you're coming here next week, next month, next year, it's not too early to start the conversation. So you'll see all my information here. I'd love to connect. I don't know if that's a call, a text, a Zoom, or an email, but connect. If you missed it on the pop-up, it's going to be in the comments below. But let's connect and at least explore the possibilities of what this journey could look like in Central Oregon and Bend and the real estate world. So let's go. All right, so we're out here at Phil's Trailhead right now. And number 3, do not do in Central Oregon, Don't go on trails that are closed. You never know what's going on. So whether you're skiing, you're biking, you're hiking, which are all very popular things to do in Central Oregon, if you see things like prescribed burn information, respect it. You know, we want to make sure that I even noticed over in the bike park area, they've got some orange fences up. Maybe they're working on it. You just don't know. So let's always respect that trail information. Go prepared. Check your websites, check your resources before you go. Find out if there's weather related stuff that's not going to let you get there. But don't go out in Central Oregon without checking first. You're going to be surprised. So, on to the next one. Let's go. All right, I'm heading off the trail and I'm heading into town to go check out some things with arts and cultures and a little bit about Bend. But before we do, I got a question for you. So, the question of the day is, what is your favorite outdoor activity in the summer? Put it in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say. Is it your favorite outdoor activity or your favorite summertime activity? You know, whatever it is, put it in the comments. And if you have any other comments or feedback or questions, put that there too. But I'd love to hear about it. All right, let's go check out that culture. All right, we're off the trail into downtown Bend. And what did I say? Number 4 reason not to don't miss in Central Oregon. Well, don't overlook the local culture. We have a vibrant scene of art galleries, nightlife, music, venues, all kinds of ways that you can entertain yourself with shows and get to know the arts. What did I say? Mockingbird Gallery right here, and I looked it up. 25 art galleries within a few miles of Bend. 8 of them downtown within walking distance. So, ready to find out what this culture and scene is all about in downtown Bend? Yeah, don't forget the food too. Great place to come. Let's go. What's the number 5 thing not to forget to do or not to do in Bend, Oregon? Don't forget your sunscreen. Seriously. Summertime, wintertime, daytime, shady, I don't care. Sunscreen is key. We're in the mountains at 3,500 feet in town, and when you go up in the mountains higher, it's even hotter. So, exposure to the UV rays, hat, sunglasses, sleeves when it's appropriate. But, I mean, seriously, how important is sunscreen? You just never know. Use it. You need it. All right. What is the number 6 thing you don't want to do in Central Oregon and Bend? You don't want to underestimate the weather. And why is that so important? Well, we're in the high desert at 3,500 feet or above. We're surrounded by the mountains of volcanoes. We are in the forest, and we got a pretty diverse climate that can change real fast. It's gorgeous today, but do we have clouds rolling in? Is it going to be raining? Are we going to hear thunder and lightning? You never know. Probably not tonight. It doesn't feel like it, but you just never know. And when you're in the mountains in the wintertime, it could be dumping in town and sunny at the mountain, or it could be gorgeous in town and absolutely blizzarding at the mountain where you can't see the road in front of you. So you never want to go unprepared. You never want to underestimate it, and you just definitely don't take it for granted. But it's almost 300 days of sun a year. Put on that sunscreen and let's make the most of it. All right, let's go talk about the last couple benefits that we have in Central Oregon and Bend that you don't want to do. Let's go. All right, so it's Theron, and I am wrapping up this experience of the top 6 things you should not do when you're in Bend in Central Oregon. So let's recap it real quick. Number 1, don't miss the breweries. That is a big part of the community, a big part of the culture, and big part of the personality of what this town's about. You don't have to be a drinker; you still got to experience what that brewery life is all about and what goes into it here in Central Oregon. Don't ignore the outdoor etiquette. Don't forget the buddy system, and be out there and don't leave a trace. You know, make it better than it was when you got there, and help preserve this wonderful outdoor playground that we enjoy here in Central Oregon. Number 3. Don't forget to check on the trails before you go. Know where you're going. Make sure it's open. Make sure it's safe. And if it's not open, don't go. Wait or find another spot because there's a reason. It's usually safety related, but don't take advantage. Number 4, don't overlook the culture and the community of what Bend is all about. It's a vibe. It's a lifestyle. And whether you're here for the art galleries, you're here for the food, you're here for the shopping, or, you know, a little bit of like Old Mill. We didn't even talk about it, but that's one of the bonus tips. Go check out Old Mill. Walking across that river, seeing the vibe of what it's all about. We'll kind of call that a bonus in addition to number 4. Number 5. Don't forget your sunscreen. Doesn't matter if it's summertime, wintertime, if it's cloudy, if it's sunny. You're in altitude, and it changes a lot. So be prepared and use it. You need it. Save your life with it. And then as part of that, don't underestimate number 6. Don't underestimate the weather. It changes a lot. It is very dynamic and it can happen fast. So don't leave home without being prepared. It's a big part of what survival is all about in Central Oregon. You got to know your ways around it. So a couple of bonuses. Don't swim in the Deschutes River if you don't know about it. There's a lot of current. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of parts that are safe and parts that you can really enjoy. But whether you're jumping rocks in, you're jumping off bridges, we don't encourage that stuff. It's not safe if you don't know what you're doing. So don't do it. Don't disregard local wildlife. We got a lot of animals that live out in this high desert community, whether it's deer, elk, you've got bears, you've got cougars, you've got foxes and coyotes. Don't neglect it, be aware of it, and respect it, because you don't want to be surprised. You don't want to get taken advantage of. And then the last thing I like to say, if you're from California and you're moving here, don't leave your license plates on. Change them to those Oregon plates. Become a local and live the local lifestyle. So as we wrap this up, I told you I'd leave you something free at the end, a few bonus tips and something free for sticking around till the end. So what we're going to include is the ultimate relocation guide. My team and I have put together the ultimate guide, and it is designed to save you a ton of time and research to help kind of find the different parts of town, the hot spots, the jobs, whether it's the top employers, the best hospitals, boatload of other things you need to know before your journey into Central Oregon. Click on that top pinned comment and let us know. We'll get you that free relocation guide. And it's totally free. We do it for you because we want to help make your move to Central Oregon as smooth, fun, and enjoyable as possible. And we're here to help. So Theron Heinlein with the Lifestyle in Bend team, sponsored by eXp Realty, and my partner Joshua Grossman. We look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you around town. Let's go and enjoy. And don't forget the things you don't want to do while you're in Central Oregon. Let's go, Bend!